In a previous video, we learned how to respond to chats that are coming through the inbox. What if I want to start a chat with a client that I don't have the information for? What if I want to start a chat with a client that I don't have an active chat with? In this case, I click on the plus icon at the top. I choose the contact or add their information if they're completely new contact. I choose my channel and then the template. Now, if your account is completely new, it's just been added, you may not see any templates. We're going to explain what templates are, how to create one, and how to start a chat with someone you don't have an active chat with. So first, let me show you how it actually works. We'll then explain what a template is. We'll create one together, and then we're going to do the experiment once again. Let's take this example. I want to message a client that just visited the business and forgot their glasses, but I just realized I don't have their contact information. What I can do is click on the plus sign, choose my channel first, look up the client's name if I have it. If I don't, I just do the add new contact. I add their details, but please make sure you choose the channel first. You add the name, last name, and number of the person, and then you send them a template. In my case, I already have the person's details. I just choose the channel, template, and then I type the message I want to send. You'll see that there's already some text added. This is necessary, and we're going to explain why it is needed to be there. But then I also have a dynamic text where I can write whatever I want. So the template starts with, "Hi, I hope this message finds you well. This is Dan from Acme Business. It seems like you forgot your glasses. We'll keep them for you until your next visit." Just as an example. What you've noticed, while I was typing this message, the text on the right side was actually changing. Even though this is a template, it is also a generic template, which means that whatever I write in it will reflect in the actual template, in addition to the predefined text that we need to add for Meta to approve it. If I just click on send right now, my client is going to receive it exactly the way it looks on the right side. I'll go ahead and click on send. The client receives it immediately. So let's open the chat again and see what the client has received. So this is the template that we just sent. I hope this message finds you well. The rest of the message that I just typed, and thanks. Even though I may not have a chat with this person, I can still message using a template. And now you may be asking, why can't I just freestyle a message? Why do I have to use a template? Well, because you're using a WhatsApp Business API instead of the regular WhatsApp, Meta considers it that you have quote unquote superpowers, and they need to restrict the type of access you have to clients. They fear that if you send free text messages left and right, it will affect the WhatsApp ecosystem and make it as if you're using SMS. They want to keep WhatsApp a place for people to connect with their loved ones, also for businesses to talk to their clients, but with limits. That's why if you want to talk to someone that you have not talked to before, Meta will ask you to use a template instead. Now, there is a similar situation where the client has talked to us before, but the chat has been closed after 24 hours. We'll cover in the next video. In this specific one, we'll just create a template and send it to a new person. Now, we've seen how to use this template. Let's go ahead and create our custom one. So you simply go to templates, click on add template. You name this template whatever you want. We generally recommend that you name it generic template, or generic greeting. It's up to you how you want to do it. I like to number my templates, but please make sure you don't use an actual number, like type the word of the number, because Meta has some restrictions over the names here. And then for the category, I'll go with utility, because this is the type of template that Meta always allows me to send to my clients. With marketing, I can still send it to my clients, but there may be some restrictions sometimes, some errors, which we'll also be covering in a future video. So in this case, I'll just go with utility. The language is English or Arabic. It depends which language you want to choose. I choose the channel that I want to have it under. The channels that you're able to create templates for are exclusively WhatsApp channels. Facebook and Instagram do not have this type of restriction. You can talk to your clients as long as you have an active chat with them. Starting a new chat with a new client is not possible through Sanoflow or any other API that Meta provides. The template type, we have two types here. I have the standard text only, and I have the media and interactive. In case your template, your generic template, needs to have an image or a video, you can choose that from here. If it's just a simple message that you want to send to your client to encourage them to respond back and have a chat with, similar to the one I just used, we'll just use the standard text only. Let's write the message here. I'll go with hi. I can add a dynamic text, which means whenever I want to send it, I can type the person's first name if I want to. We'll do it this way this time. And then we add any generic text. I usually go with, I hope you're having a good day. And then I add another description or another dynamic text that I can type text freely in. What we're doing right now is that we're telling Meta, we want to create this template with the word hi, it will always be sent, and I hope you're having a good day, which will always be there in our template. But the rest, like the first name and the description, will be our free field where we add whatever we want. This is the template I want to create for the time being. I am not going to mention the business name or any details about who we are, because sometimes Meta, even though we've chosen utility, if they see the business name, they may think it is a marketing template and they will change it automatically to marketing, which may sometimes cause some of the messages that we send to not be sent for some time. So it is always best to keep it at utility. It's always best that we keep the message itself, the template itself, as generic as possible. You may have noticed that when I added these dynamic text fields in the body, the system prompted me to add these mappers here. Think of a mapper as an example that we also send to Meta, so the AI knows what we're going to be using these fields for. In the case of a first name, I can just type any person's first name. You see how it looks like on the right side. Same thing for the data description. I also need to provide some sort of a sentence to tell Meta that, hey, I'm going to be using it for sentences. The example that I'll be sending to Meta is, I want to send this body, please approve it. And this is an example of how my template is going to look like when I use it to send a message to one of my clients. If I'm happy with it, I just click on add. And now the system is going to send this template to Meta to approve it. Once it's approved, I can go ahead and use it right away, the usual way we did. Now, because I have a lot of templates, let me just expand the view here. See, this is our generic greeting, number 1. This is the one that we just created together. You see the status is pending still. You can click on sync templates or just simply refresh here to see if it's been approved or not. Now, the cool thing, especially for utility templates, Meta usually approves them within minutes, talking 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes it may take longer. Their official time is 24 hours, but from our experience, I would say 99% of the times Meta approves these within 2 to 3 minutes. Now my template has been approved. Let's redo the process but using our new template. Same example, we have a person that visited the business that is asking for the location. For example, they forgot an item when they visited. Or another example, we got a call, a person is asking us for the location information, but we don't have a chat, we only have the number and the name. We simply just go to inbox, click on the plus sign at the top, add the contact details or look it up if we have it already. Choose the channel and then choose the template. I just type the name of the template. My template is already there. I type the person's name and then the details. This is our location, for example, and then I can type any URL I want or any directions if I want to. Of course, if you get asked a lot about the location over the phone and you need to send the location every single time, you can just simply create a template that has all the information without having to enter it again and again. So I'm happy with the details here. I'll click on send. And if I go check the chat, I'll also be able to see the message we just sent together. Because it's a utility message, Meta will almost always send the template to the client. See, they even sent the link. If it's a location link, the client will just click on it and they'll be able to find our location. You can read more about template creation in the Help Center, but in this video, we just wanted to cover how to message someone for the first time and how to create your template to achieve that thing.